Hi guys, so for my Got Privilege activity, I went to my local CVS store. It's right up the street from where I live, and I figured if I can get all my necessities that I need every day, I figured if I was an African American woman, I would want to know if I could run the CVS for the everyday items that I normally get when I do need them. So some of the things that I did find were different shades of makeup. I did find the darker shades were available in 3 out of the 6 brands that I did see. So that was pretty interesting. Now the price didn't vary just on the skin tone, it just varied on the different brands that CVS did offer. Another thing that I found was they actually did have some toys, and as you can see, they did have a darker skinned doll for if I was picking one up for my daughter. So I thought that was very cool, and they were all the same price. Another thing that I found was the different coloring book magazines for little girls. There was some that was geared towards Black women, but it was mostly just Disney princesses that they could use and color and do all those fun things with. The prices just varied on the size of the book and if it came with different objects like crayons. Another thing that I found was a beauty tip magazine. This was the only magazine that had a African American woman on it with beauty tips inside, and I felt like it was just very mixed with white and black beauty tips as well. It wasn't just geared towards one or the other. So I thought that was pretty interesting to read. Another thing that I found was interesting was CVS had a lot of hair products for Black women. It was a lot more expensive, and it was all the way down the aisle. So it was the last thing you saw, and it was the most priciest out of any other hair product there. But I did find it interesting that they had so many, and that it was even there. Some of the things that I didn't find were the Band-Aids. They were all light skin tone Band-Aids. The only ones that I thought maybe could work would be the clear tone, but they would still have the white pad on it, so it wouldn't be completely camouflaged to a darker skin tone. Another thing that I couldn't find was their stockings. They were all light skin nude tone, tan, had tan, clear, nude, but nothing geared towards a darker shade of skin. So I figured that wasn't a good way to display the store. Another thing that I didn't find was a romance novel. There was a lot of books, too, and none geared towards an African American woman at all. Not even a cover, nothing involved. I read all the backs of them. Nothing involved an African American woman at all. And another thing that I thought was interesting was when I was looking at the cards. For example, this was the majority of what the cards involved. Stereotypical of a white female or a black female, or a white female or a white male. No racial or ethnical diversity in the cards at all. It was just geared towards one basic thing. Now, there was only 2 people working there, and it was 2 white women, and I asked them if a black woman did walk into the store and asked you to gear them into the right direction of where they could find some of these products. They said that surprisingly they don't see a lot of black women walk into the store, and if they did, they wouldn't know where to gear them. So I thought that was pretty interesting to hear, that they wouldn't even know where to guide them if they even asked. I work at a hair salon, so I know what we do, and we do have a Spanish Latino girl that if a African American woman did walk into the store, she could take care of, but she doesn't specialize in it. And I also called 2 other salons in my town, and they said they do not specialize in any African American hair type. So I thought that was pretty interesting that we do have one, but they don't specialize it. How I I feel being a black woman and going into a store. I feel like okay and not okay. They did have more than I thought they would have, but I still would feel that pretty ashamed of not having a lot of the items on the list, and I would have to go somewhere else for them, and hoping that they would have them there. What I've learned about my privilege of being a white woman is they definitely had a lot more to offer, and I feel like we are privileged to the norm of products and different objects out there for different women. I don't think it's fair that they do that, but I do think there needs to be a variety of products out there.